Today I will discuss emission standards. In this I will discuss about the emission standards. There are different countries will have different emission standards. So international emission standards and national emission standards. Emission standards are legal requirements that are governing air pollutants that is released to the atmosphere. Air that is released to the atmosphere. Emission standards, generally these are applied based on the how much quantity of air pollutants that is released to the atmosphere by considering specific source over a specific time frames. Based on that, they have to fix some quantitative limits on that air pollutants released to the atmosphere. Those quantitative limits are called it as emission standards. Why emission standards are important and why it is necessary to design the emission standards? The emission standards are generally designed to achieve the air quality standards. That means to maintain the air quality standards and also to protect the human health, there is a require to design the emission standards. Different countries will have different emission standards. For example, international emission standards, Canada, United States of America, UK, Germany. Like that, different countries will have different emission standards. For example, in UK, several local authorities in the UK, they have introduced Euro 4 or Euro 5 emission standards for taxis and licensed private hire vehicles to operate in their area. And as per Germany, according to Germany Federal Automotive Office, 37.3% cars in Germany, they confirm that they are Euro 4 standards from January 2009. Similarly, the Asian countries like China, Hong Kong, Japan, Israel, South Africa, all countries will have different emission standards. Next, I will come to the national emission standards. National emission standards. So, in India, Bharat stage emission standards are emission standards. So, Bharat stage emission standards are emission standards. These are instituted by the Government of India to regulate the output of air pollutants from IC engine equipment including motor vehicles. So, in India, they will first introduced in 2000 emission standards, that is Bharat stage emission standards. Those standards are introduced based on the European regulations, and progressively they will strengthen those norms. As of 2014, our country is under combination of Euro 3 and Euro 4 based norms. So Euro 6 norms, they are planned to be introduced across the country by the April 1st 2020. That means in the last month, that is 1st April 2020, they introduced Euro 6. Thank you.